Hello, lovely, and welcome to this Yin yoga practice for deep healing. We'll begin in child's pose. Bring your seat to your heels. Bend your elbows, bringing your fingertips to touch, and release your forehead towards the mat. Begin to breathe slowly, deeply, and evenly in and out the nose here. Slowly, moving as if you're in warm water so as not to disturb your nervous system, rise up. Now bring your left foot to the outside of the left hand, making sure the knee doesn't go farther than the ankle. Relax the shoulders down away from your ears and allow your body to sink in your left hip and so as to slowly open up. In your own time, you can come down onto your forearms and relaxing your shoulders, keeping your head in line with your spine. In this position, focus on the mantra, I release and let it go. Begin to slowly and lovingly rise up. Straighten your front leg, keeping a micro bend in the knee, and just bow forward for 1 to 2 breaths as a counter position before we flow into our next yin pose. Then bend your left knee, bring it in between your hands, curl your back toes under and shift your hips back, keeping your hips as much as possible in line with one another. You can always bring a pillow or a block underneath your left hip here, lowering down onto your forearms or perhaps all the way down to the floor. The mantra in this pose is ice to water, water to steam. Ice to water, water to steam. Gliding with grace, slowly up. Now roll onto your left hip, sweeping your right leg around. 2 options here. Bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. You can straighten your leg or keep your left knee bent. Lift up with the left arm and hug the knee into the chest. Sweep the right arm behind you and bring your fingertips to the mat. On every inhalation, lengthen the spine up towards the ceiling. And every exhalation, twisting a tiny little bit further towards the right. At any point, you can bring your elbow to the outside of the knee. And close your eyes and bring your attention inward. Once again, following the mantra, from ice to water, water to steam. When we suppress emotions, we tuck them down into the fascia and experience tension, pain, or numbness. Allow and let go, allowing anything that's tight or stored in the body to turn soft, mellow, from rigid to fluid, and from fluid evaporating up and out of you. The mantra once again is from ice to water, water to steam. Unwind the spine, facing forward. Two options here. You can cross your legs. This is absolutely perfect. Or you can stack your right knee on top of the left. It doesn't matter if your knee is up high. That's no problem. Wherever you are today is perfect. It's about the inner work and not the outer manifestation of what we're doing. Inhale, stretch your arms forward, sweeping the right arm under the left. Bring the back of the hands or the palms to touch. Lift your elbows up to shoulder height and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Now this one might feel a little strange to you, but slowly begin to allow your spine to move you, allowing your shoulders to sway from left to right, closing your eyes, allowing the spine and the body to sway from left to right, your spine unraveling, unwinding, any spots of tension, tightness, pain, or suppressed emotion all the way along your spine from your sitting bones, your tailbone, all the way up to the crown of your head. Undulating the spine or swaying the spine from left to right. These might be very little micro small movements or bigger movements. Do what feels natural and intuitive to you here. Unwind the arms. Perhaps stretch the fingertips forward for one deep breath. And then slowly unwind the pose, sitting back on your heels for Balasana. Bring the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. Your knee goes no further than your right ankle. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. And in your own time, you may want to come down onto your forearms, keeping your head in line with your spine. In this pose, breathe in for the count of 4 in your head and out for the count of 8. Slowly glide up out of the pose, straightening your front leg, folding forward, heart over the thigh for 2 deep breaths. Counter pose to the previous position. And then when you're ready, bring your right knee in between your hands, your ankle to the outside of the left hip. Make sure your hips are squared to the front of the mat. You can always bring a rolled up blanket, a block, or a pillow underneath your right hip. And lower down to forearms or all the way down to the mat. Pressing in to the top of the left foot. And the mantra in this pose is, I feel the aliveness in my fingertips and toes. I feel the aliveness in my fingertips and toes. Sweetly and lovingly coming up, releasing the pose and the mantra, roll onto the right hip to sweep the left foot around into the outside of the right knee. Your right leg can be bent or straightened. Inhale, stretch the right arm up and hug your knee in towards your chest, sweeping the left arm behind you, fingertips to the mat. On every inhalation, lengthen the spine up through the crown of the head. Every exhalation, twist a little bit deeper. At any point, you can bring the elbow to the outside of the knee, making sure both sitting bones are grounded to the earth and the entire left foot is pressing into the mat. The mantra in this pose is light and energy flowing freely. Light and energy flowing freely. Unwind from the pose, facing forward. Two options here. You can either cross your legs, or you can stack your left knee on top of the right knee. Your heels are to the outside of your hips. This is a great hip opener. Stretch your arms forward, wrapping the left arm under the right arm, bringing the backs of the hands or the palms to wrap around and touch. Lift your elbows up to shoulder level. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And then when you're ready, beginning to move the shoulders, to wave the spine slowly from left to right. This can be a very subtle, small movement or a bigger one. Just a transfer of weight or an undulation of the spine, traveling from the sitting bones all the way up to the crown of the head. Unwind the pose and we'll set up for our meditation. Best part of our practice. It'll start with a moving meditation for 3 minutes and then we'll settle into stillness and silence. Make sure your shoulders are directly over the hips. Unwind the wrists a little bit and then extend your arms outwards. Spread the fingers wide. On your exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, spread the arms, expand. Exhale, soften, bringing the hands to the heart. Notice the stillness and pause at the end of your exhalation. Inhale, expand, reach the arms out. Exhale, hands to heart. Notice when all the air is gone. Inhale, expand across the chest. Exhale, breathing out as slowly as you can. Hands on top of the heart. Closing the eyes now, flowing in your own rhythm at your own pace with the breath. Bringing the hands to the heart, keeping them here, eyes closed, settling into stillness. I'm wishing you to feel free, light, and joyful. From my heart, Namaste.